of around 14 degrees, mainly fine and dry during the day. The maximum temperature will be around 21 degrees. Moderate to fresh northerly winds strengthening from the east later tomorrow. Relative humidity stands at 84%. For the outlook, fine and dry in the following few days, with temperatures rising gradually. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your Connect.
No matter how fit we are, it is important to get vaccinated to prevent COVID-19. All along, we have received different vaccines to prevent infections. Vaccines will help create antibodies and memory in our immune system. When we come into contact with viruses in future, our immune system will quickly resist them. It is the simplest and most effective method to protect ourselves and others. Let's get vaccinated.
Ang opinyon ng programang ito ay mula sa host at ang kanilang panauhin at di nangangahulugang opinyon ng estasyong ito, Metro Plus AM 1044.
Tunog Pinoy. Tunog Pinoy.
Wala na bang pag-ibig sa puso mo at di mo na kailangan?
Tunog Pinoy.
Dahil ikaw ang sigaw ng puso ko, ikaw ang nasa isip ko, ang nais ko ay malaman.
Tunog Pinoy, alas 8:30, Huwebes at Biyernes at Sabado mula alas 9 hanggang alas 11 ng gabi dito sa Plus AM 1044.
Ibig ko sa'yo ibibigay.
Ano na, Drew?
Ano na?
Ano na kasi, di ba, wala. Type nga kita eh.
Say it again.
Type.
Type, friends lang, ano ka ba?
Hindi nga eh, mas pa dun.
What do you mean?
Explain ko lang ha. Ganito yun eh. Minsan, sabi niya sa akin, sandali na lang. Akala ko naman ay sigurado na ako. Handa kong tanggapin ang kanyang oo. Bigla na namang nagbago ang isip niya. Di ko akalain na ganun pala siya. Inaasan niya lang ako. Bitin na bitin ako. Hindi ko na alam kung makakaya ko ba. Di bale na lang kaya. Ako pa ba kaya ang nasa puso niya? Di bale na lang kaya. Ngunit mahal ko siya. Di bale na lang. Ngayon, araw-araw lumilipas ang panahon. Kalimutan ko siya, di malayo sa isip ko. Di kaya pinaikot niya lang ako. Bigla na namang nagbago ang isip niya. Pagkakataon ko nang mapasagot ko na siya. Pagkang sinabi ko'y di mabili. Baka mapahiya muli. Hindi ko na alam kung makakaya ko ba. Di bale na lang kaya. Ako pa ba kaya ang nasa puso niya? Di bale na lang kaya. Ngunit mahal ko siya. Di bale na lang. Di bale na lang. Bakit ka naman ganyan? Ano pa ba kayang paraan? Pero kung kailangan mo naman ako, agad akong tumatakbo.
Ayo girl, check this. Unang momento, may komento. Friendship natin like a bento. And nilalagnat so hot. Lovers, simply we cannot. On the spot, you and me have to be friends at the catastrophe. Nasaktan na dati, wag nang ulitin. Kung di pwede, wag pilitin.
Minsan, ang sabi niya sa akin, sandali na lang. Akala ko naman ay sigurado na ako. Nabitin ako.
What? Yeah? Wow! To whom? Oh? Girl, Di bale na lang kaya. Yeah, yeah. That's right, girl.
Hindi ko na alam kung makakaya ko pa. Di bale na lang kaya. Di
Hey, you
bale
girl,
na
wag
lang
makaya.
kaya. Di bale na lang kaya.
What you see is not what you get. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Forget it, girl, wag na lang. Lovers na, friends na lang. Na, na, na.
Yes, Di Bale na Lang by Regine and Andrew E. It's 8:36 on the clock and humugot na agad tayo on the first Saturday of the month of April. And we're also live on Facebook, facebook.com/Pinoy tayo sa Money, and on YouTube, Metro Plus AM 1044. And hindi kompleto ang Sabado natin, especially on the first part, if we do not have our daily updates kasama ang ating Kuya Mike na very blue.
Lahat, it's 8:36. Kuya Mike niyo po. I won't take that long because there's quite a bit of things that we'd like to tackle today. And of course, two of which is regarding our OFW part, yung mga OFWs po natin na humingi po ng tulong. I'll give you an update for kung ano po yung nangyari kay Anna, no? Right at, if you remember, Anna was the one who we had yesterday na siya po yung na stranded sa airport. She was bumped off, no? Or she was technically was not given the opportunity to check in because of her swab test, remember? 'Di ba? Late yung swab test niya technically ng or nag-overshoot yung kanyang swab
Nag-overshoot,
test ng
oo.
4 hours, no?
Yes.
So that itself is a no-no. So we'll give you more updates on that. But for the meantime, ito muna ang bilang ng COVID patients today sa Hong Kong. We dipped below 5,000, 4,475 today, but the government banned a flight operated by the Emirates for a week after it carried 4 infected patients in one flight. Among the new cases, those who were tested positive for via PCR tests, 2,286, while people who tested positive via rapid antigen, it's 2,189. This brings the total tally of the fifth wave to 1.15 million. Ayon kay Chuang Shokwan ng Center for Health Protection, PCR tests are still being conducted specifically for arrivals coming from the different countries. 18 were imported from overseas, including 13 that arrived yesterday, the first day of the flight ban imposed on 9 countries, including the US, Australia, the Philippines, Nepal was lifted. 4 infected arrivals on the same flight, EK384, operated by the Emirates from Bangkok. Authorities have provoked the circuit breaker mechanism and grounded the flight flying to Hong Kong from Dubai and Bangkok for a week. 2 patients arrived from Singapore on flight SQ 894, while 2 others were crew members from the US. On another note, Chuan clarified that the 2 inbound travelers didn't carry the XE mutation of the Omicron variant, a combination of the variants of BA1 and BA2 strains, and said there was miscommunication with the research team at the University of Hong Kong. Chuang also declared that there is no sign of the XE mutation of the Omicron variant in local communities and added health authorities will closely monitor the situation as the city now expects increased numbers on the returnees. Hospital Authority Chief Manager Sarah Ho reported 99 deaths. This is probably the first time that the death number has dropped below 100. And this actually entails 59 men and 40 women, age 47 to 109. 89 were elderly, age above 65, and 57 had no vaccination records. The death tally for the fifth wave has reached 7,795. Four disease patients were comparatively younger, age 47 and 59, and all suffered from cancer. Ho also reported 17 deaths due to lag results. Yan po yung informasyon natin for the number of COVID patients today. Again, below 5,000 at 4,475. Na-post na po natin ito just for those people who haven't read our post yet. Government Advisor David Hoy said today in a radio interview it is unlikely to lift the mask wearing requirements by June or July, and added a meeting of administering the fourth COVID jab would be staged next week. Ibig sabihin, pag-uusapan po yung fourth jab. Ano? Gusto lang natin pa ibigyan ng konting information ang ating mga tagapakinig na nag-umpisa po itong fourth jab, not in the States, not in the UK, but it started in Israel. No? Sa dami po kasi ng mga elderly sa Israel, so mas gusto nilang lahat po yung mga, kumbaga, kababayan nila doon ay naka fourth wave na po. Ang fourth jab. Yung fourth jab sa Israel, ang priority doon, ang mga elderly. So, isa po yun sa mga balita, no? And today, baka nakita nyo na nag-deliver ang ating Chief Executive Carrie Lam. Today was the start of the delivery of anti-pandemic service bags door-to-door. Nag-umpisa yan today. The operation aims to deliver anti-pandemic supplies, including KN95 masks and rapid antigen test kits to all Hong Kongers in 7 days. According to government, over 1.3 million bags have been sent away as of 3 p.m. today. At around 2 p.m., Lam, accompanied by Acting Secretary for Home Affairs Jack Chen, visited residents living at the 3 buildings in Saiwan. Buildings without owners, corporation, residents, organizations, and or not engaged in any property management companies. Ayan. So nag-umpisa na po yan. There's about 3 million test kits that will be given out to most. Okay? So, yan po yung Hong Kong side. Ito naman yung sa ating community. No? Gusto ko lang pong banggitin nung nangyari po sa kay Ana, no? Ito po yung nangyari sa kanya. So yesterday, 'di ba? Yung kapatid niya tumawag sa akin early morning about 6 o'clock. And we exchange WhatsApp messages na sinabi na yung kanyang kapatid ay nagpa-test at 6 p.m. ng Wednesday, no? Eh ang flight niya po was yesterday, which was Friday, 10 p.m. So because of the 48-hour kumbaga position ng dapat na sinasabi nga natin na testing or swab testing, eh labas po siya dun sa ano, no? Labas po siya dun sa time. Unfortunately then, yun ang hindi nakapagbigay sa kanya ng tsansa na makasakay ng eroplano. So she was stuck at the airport yesterday, and then eventually sinabihan siya ni Mang Bercy ng OWA na kinakailangan nga na she has to rebook her ticket, no, which she did yesterday bago siya umalis ng airport, and then pumunta po siya ng she actually went to a boarding house sa Yamate. Now, she tried to go to a testing center at Yamate. Siguro, DJ Jin, ito yung testing center na lagi natin pinupuntahan sa Yamate. Di ba si Henry Chong, right? Yan yung testing center na yun. So, there was no way that possible that you can get your results, put it in the morning, and get your results in the afternoon. Di ba? Kasi normally, it's a 24-hour thing specifically for the government testing centers.
Yes.
So, ang in-advise ko sa kanya, doon na lang sana sa airport. And then, I was, again, given the wrong impression na meron palang yung government facilities can actually test less than 24 hours, which definitely does not happen, no? So pumunta po siya sa isang pribadong testing center
Sa airport.
sa Layton Road, which is
Nathan Road.
sa Layton Center sa Causeway Bay,
Mm.
right? She finished that. Right after that, she had to go straight to the immigration and basically explain yung position niya sa immigration dahil nga tapos paso na yung visa niya today, di ba?
Yes.
Okay. Kasi yung visa na binigay sa kanya, last day was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So inexplain lang niya, pinakita niya po yung kanyang ticket, no? The ticket that she was given. Binigyan naman siya ng extension until today. Okay. So a few minutes ago, maybe about an hour ago, she called me. Sabi niya, "Sir, wala pa yung resulta, blah 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 blah." So I actually did go through the customer service hotline noong kumpanya, which is basically Prenetics, no? Like what we said, you have to pay much more to get a faster or quicker way to get your results, right? According to the lady doon sa customer service, is that she was told, okay, that the results will come out at 8:30. Okay? So, then again, dahil doon sa situation na yun, I called her back. Sabi ko, sinabi ba sa'yo nung kumpanya na dapat na 8:30? Opo. O bakit ka nagpapanik? Di ba? Kasi nga, well, I can't take it off her.
Yeah.
Dahil nangyari na sa kanya ito yesterday. No? So, hindi ko matatanggal sa isipan niya na nagpapanik siya ng dahil doon.
Yes.
Okay? Let me just make that ano. And I definitely understand kung ano yung yung nararamdaman niya, no? Let's be kumbaga, empathize sa kanya, 'di ba? Kasi nararamdaman natin yung nararamdaman niya. But let me just make it clear though. Okay? Ang akin lang dito, which I want to be able to clear with you guys, is let us not panic. Okay? Kumalma po tayo. And then, believe in the situation. Pag sinabi po nung kumpanya na yon na ganung time na lalabas yung resulta.
Yes.
Okay? Don't come up with a story na wala pang resulta and so on and so forth. Yung pala, sinabihan na po kayo nung information, nung kumpanya nun, that the results will come out at 8:30. Okay? Kasi ang lumalabas dun, honestly, ang pinakamahirap dito is the trust issue eh. Di ba? Especially kung we're not so much aware of what happens outside of our community. Kasi sometimes sa community natin, nangyayari yun eh, di ba? Na may mga nangyayari sa atin na hindi nasusunod yung dapat masunod. Pag sinabi sa atin ng ganitong time, hindi nasusunod yun. Pero don't consider the companies that work behind the scenes, behind our community or outside of our community, na ganun din po sila. Because tingnan nyo po ito ha, they're a huge company na kung hindi nila ibibigay yung resulta nila at that particular time, that will not be sent to you via text message and it's on sort of on paper form, sino naman ang tatamaan nun, DJ Jin? Di ba? Sila rin. Yung kumpanya na rin na yon. So para to avoid that, let's trust the issue. Kaya nga sinabi ko sa kanya, kalma lang po tayo because her flight is at 10 o'clock in the evening.
Tonight.
The results comes out
8:30.
at 8:30. She has an hour and a half, right? Before the closing of the gates. So there's enough time, especially nandun na po kayo sa airport. You're not coming from town, taking a half an hour trip all the way to the airport. Okay? So let's trust the system. And I'm sure they know this because lalo-lalo na dito, you have to understand, logistics is important. Diba? On-time information is important. This is a financial hub in Asia. and also in other parts of the world. So yung mga ganitong sitwasyon, let's not create stories na hindi pa dumarating yung ano, right?
Yes.
The only thing you have to do pag mga ganon, again, you gotta calm down, ladies and gentlemen. Yung mga uuwi, I'm sure a number of you are gonna start going home soon, no? And again, just to let you know, today, let me just emphasize this to you. Today, I helped someone look for a hotel room, one hotel room. That person is supposed to be coming in from New York. Okay? I will tell you, it is so hard to look for a hotel room. Sobra. It took me several hours just to get one room. Isa lang. Okay? At a specific date. Most, as of today, most hotels are already booked until first week or 1.5 weeks of May. Tingnan mo yun, DJ Jin. 1.5 weeks of May. And tandaan nyo po ha, this is due pa rin, yung bookings na ito, listen to this. These bookings are based on yung scarcity noong flights. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi pa frequent yung mga flights. Mga
Limited
flights
pa
like
rin.
those are probably once a week. Alam mo yon, DJ Jin?
Yeah.
Diba? Once a week.
Or once every other day.
Once every other day. Kasi mag-i-increase po siya eh.
Yes,
Diba?
gradually.
Madadagdagan po ito. In fact, tayo lang yata in the Philippines. If you've noticed sa news kahapon and the news on Thursday, the Philippines is the only country so far that has 3 flights in one day.
Galing. Shocking.
Tingnan nyo yun. Di ba? 3 flights in one day. Kaya, most of the coverage ng mga hotel rooms will probably come from us. No? So, tingnan nyo lang po yung ano na yun. No? So, in other countries, there are only probably 1 flight per week.
Yep.
Di ba? In fact, yung mga long flights, they actually restricted the number of flights coming into Hong Kong dahil nga doon sa circuit breaker na pag meron kang tatlo or apat within the week, ha? Kagaya ng nangyari sa EK ngayon, 4 sa isang flight lang. So banned na sila for 1 week. Ina-avoid nila yung ban na yon. Diba umikli na nga yun eh, diba? From
Yes.
2 weeks,
From 2 weeks
to 7 days.
7 days.
Oo. So, tandaan nyo po yun. So, yung frequency ng flights going elsewhere, aside from the Philippines, is probably sabi nga ni DJ Jin, it's probably once a week or once every
Every
other day.
Yep.
Kaya yun yung ilagay nyo po sa inyong isipan. No? And then, I think before I go, it really breaks my heart. I was sent a picture, initially just a picture this morning. If you remember, we had a friend, an OFW, a colleague, who had to go back to the Philippines dahil sinabihan na siya ng doktor, di ba? Na it's better that you go back to the Philippines already. You remember I had the opportunity to work with a sister, and we even we did a crowdfunding. So Cyril went back, and we were able to still talk to her. She was in high spirits, and so on and so forth. Well, today I received a message from the sister, and oh boy, she was really in critical condition. And then the sister sent me a video as well. Ano po ako, I think that in itself made me feel really down. This whole Saturday, I just stayed home. I stepped out for a while and then came back. I wanted to sort of lift myself up, but there's no way. No, I'd like to thank everyone for offering some prayers to her. And if you're able to do that as well before the day ends, ang masasabi ko lang, it's more of the prayers are. I I mean I believe in miracles, no. Maaring pwedeng depende talaga kung anong mirakulo na pwede nating ipalabas dito. But having seen her video, hindi na po siya makapagsalita. She's literally has gone thinner from the last time we saw her sa mga pahayagan or on the websites where when she was sitting at the wheelchair waiting for OWA to process her. It's a totally different picture po. I would like you to remember her, si Cyril, doon sa sitwasyon na nakita niyo siya sa iba't ibang pahayagan. What she needs right now is yung pagdasal po natin para mabawasan po yung pain na nararamdaman niya. And of course, yung dasal din po natin para doon sa mga kamag-anak niya, lalo na yung mga anak niya, no? Lalo na po yung mga anak niya. I commend the sister who was talking doon sa video na she's staying strong and putting herself into a picture na parang wala lang nangyayari, and she's probably looking at yung mukha ni Cyril as the way she was when she arrived back in the Philippines to see the family. Life is precious, and sometimes it's very difficult for us when we lose someone. Kamag-anak, kaibigan, kapatid, nanay, tatay. This one's different. I mean, this is not even of COVID. This is because of cancer. And let's offer that silence, a silent prayer for her tonight. And also tomorrow we have our reflections. We also have our rosary. If you will be able to join us tomorrow early morning, please offer too. Her name is Cyril. We offer prayers to her family as well as to her, that she may accept whatever she's undergoing right now. And as precious as she is, I'm sure she is in good hands. On that note, I'll catch you tomorrow, no? On a Sunday, with some updates. And you take care po. Ingat po kayo. Our numbers, if you want to call us up, our numbers are 6641-8811. Well, you can get in touch with us via WhatsApp. So it's cheaper if you're from overseas and you would like to ask us certain questions regarding things here in Hong Kong. You can also get in touch with us through our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Pinoy Tayo Sanman. SANMAN. Maraming salamat. DJ Jin, thanks.
Still remember yesterday, we were so in love in a special way, and knowing that you loved me made me feel oh so right. But now I feel lost, don't know what to do. Each and every day I think of you, holding back the tears I'm trying with all my might.
Metro Plus, a service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news with Jeanette Gaius.